So tell me about Al Tomko's territory.
Al Tomko.
Am I saying Tomko? That's it.
Al's there again. Al had the reputation of being like Nick Goulas. Al had the reputation of being a notorious bad promoter who treated people bad, but he always treated me good and he paid me good. So what can I say bad about the guy? Did he do a few bad things? Probably, of course he did. But he was a very smart guy. They needed a contract signed. Santa Kovacs and the fellow just passed away, Gene Kaninsky. They needed their contract signed for the TV station in Vancouver, and they sent Al, because Al worked in the office. Al go down and renew his contract. So Al goes, takes the contract, signs his name to it, comes back, he's got the TV.
Yeah, that's how it was in those days. Stuff could just be done like that, and then somebody's new in there.
Yeah, but the thing about it was Al Tomko was part of the Winnipeg guys in Winnipeg, and part owner in that, and he got a piece of action, and that's how he became in WWE and got to be an agent, was Jack Lanza. Because Jack Lanza was he had a piece of the Winnipeg office. Yeah, he owned a part of that town, so that was his trade-off then.
How old is he? I was conceived in Winnipeg, and I was adopted, so...
Oh.
And I wondered why I got into wrestling, so who could be... Are you my daddy? No.
Big crap from Winnipeg. Roddy Piper's from Winnipeg.
Yeah, but the age thing wouldn't... he would have had to have been like 5.
It could have happened.
It could happen.
Maybe not with Piper, though. No, he does have about 10 kids.
Oh, my gosh. You could be my daddy? Okay, what about Tomko? Don't you think he was a cheesy Sergeant Slaughter knockoff?
Not really. I mean, it played well up there. They didn't really care about an American sergeant in Canada, so...
Yeah, because didn't they always cheer the Canadian, the Mount? Yeah. We're the Mounties.
Mounties.
I love them. They were great. Okay, well, is it, do you believe the legend that he stole the gate from the AWA show in order to buy his way into the territory?
In Winnipeg?
Yeah, he stole the gate. Oh, that's how he did it?
Well, now you got to remember, Jack Lanza was a partner in this deal, and a couple more guys over there in Winnipeg, so... You know, when you start saying somebody did this or did that with the gate, then you got to get all the players involved to find out what really happened. You know, there's always 3 sides. Your side, my side, and of course the truth.
Right. And then there's somewhere in between. So what are the details on the angle that you attacked Tomko's 14-year-old son that led to Al turning babyface?
Nice little angle we did, and I did that with my friend Diamond Timothy Flowers, who still runs and promotes some shows periodically up there. I was up twice this past year for him already. I've been up for him, and I happen to see that on YouTube because these are like, this YouTube is a great thing for these forgotten memories. And you go back and you see these matches and you go, gosh, I was in that match with these. I jumped on his 14-year-old kid and took a razor blade and cut his head.
God, people have been just stealing your stuff left and right, huh? But I've seen that angle done a couple times.
But see there again, Al started to bring his children into the business, and consequently, he got his 2 boys into the business, and then the business died.
So was it effective in turning him the lead babyface?
It was effective in turning him, I'm sure, yeah.
Do you believe that Bob Brown deserved his reputation as a stooge for him? For Tomko?
Yeah, Bob was always... I
liked Bob.
Bob and I got along well together, and we had good matches together. I didn't go to Kansas City because I just didn't want to go to Kansas City. I could care less about that territory, but Bob was there and worked in the office there, and him and Al Tomko had been friends from when Bob Brown's from Winnipeg. Kerry Brown, who worked with me for Stu Hart, Kerry Brown was Bob's nephew, and he was from Winnipeg, and we had a lot of tag matches together in Calgary.
Oh, wow. Well, do you believe that you got the Honky Tonk Wayne character in Vancouver, or where? Where'd you come up with that?
Actually, it started in Pensacola in Mobile with the Fullers is where that all started. And it started with... I had matches with Austin Idol, and I had blonde hair. Austin Idol had blonde hair, so there's not room in the territory for 2 guys with blonde hair. So,
go figure.
One of us is going to not have blonde hair at the end of this week.
Oh.
So every night we'd go out. Idol would win the match, spray paint my hair black, green, yellow, and finally at the TV I showed up with it dyed black, with Sputnik's little thing in the front, the little white. And I had the sideburns, and some of the fans ended up getting me a jumpsuit, and that's how that started.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I got to tell you that I worked out for you.
Robert Fuller was the one who said take the guitar.
Oh, okay.
He said, you need to have a guitar out there, man. We'll just, maybe one day you whack the shit out of somebody, and that's how that all happened.
Oh. Well, I remember when you came into WWE, and you were like, I love everybody out there, even you people way up there in the cheap seats. See, now I can remember certain people. I remember their lines and the things they say, but that's one of my favorite ones you ever
I
did.
had worked on the character down there, and then I took it to Calgary and really perfected it there, and then spent 4 or 5 or 6 months with Al Tomko, then back to Calgary for another 6 or 8 months. And when I came to WWE, I had the character, I had polished. You
worked on it and polished it,
polished and ready.
That's how people that promoters, bookers now, let somebody have their character. You don't just throw it on them and tell them that they need to get out there, and then they can, and do it. And they're not used to being out there in front of a whole bunch of people, but take their existing character and then let them. And
Vince was good about letting me do what I wanted to with it. He tweaked it a little bit and wanted me to stand there and do all this goofy stuff, and I did it, and it actually worked.
It worked.
It was something I didn't ever consider doing because I didn't. I never considered or wanted to be one of these knockoff Elvis imitators, but Vince saw it that way.
Right.
That's what he saw it as, and that's how he.
But it looked great when you were out there. You had the sparkly jumpsuit on and doing your thing.
It was very visual.
Yeah, I liked it. Now, what do you think about the 16-year-old Mauro Ronaldo being a heel manager and one of the biggest MMA announcers?
Who is he?
Mauro Ronaldo. He's that 16-year-old.
I don't ever keep up with the MMA, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay, next.
I don't really watch wrestling on TV.
Well, I have somebody that talks about you that puts you over all the time. Is Buddy Wayne. How's he like?
Buddy Wayne from Seattle, Spokane, is from Washington. That Buddy Wayne, yes. Great guy. Rip Rogers helped train him and break him in. And I say this, and I said it the other day when I was speaking with one of the fellas. There's not a better trainer in the business than Rip Rogers. He's turned out some of the best. The top guys in WWE right now have been trained by Rip Rogers over in Ohio Valley. Oh, yeah. So, case closed right there. Yeah,
whatever happened to Ohio Valley? What a great thing that was.
Yep. So you got Randy Orton. You got Randy Orton that's there, came out of Ohio Valley, and you've got what's the good?
Well, Danny Davis is awesome. I love Danny Davis.
And of course you got the kid that's making all the money with the Spinneroni belt and. John Cena.
I'm begging you, John, to you know what? The 90s are over with, so there's jean shorts and buy some wrestling boots.
It's still working for him, though.
Is it?
God.
You know what? Maybe I'm too old, but I just don't get it. I'm not 20 or 15. I don't get it. I just think he needs to get into the 2010. Anyway.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.